Hello guys, welcome back. Loki wanted me to make a video and he's pressing me forward, so excuse the bath here. But about how the more signs you're open to, the more you get. In the Cliff Notes version is I noticed a trend on Reddit. Yeah, I know Reddit, where either everything is a sign to the point where people kind of get into that William Shatner thing where he's sitting in that diner playing with that devil bobblehead thing trying to know the future, or nothing at all is a sign. And usually the truth is somewhere in the middle. That's just how life works. For example, we have a lot of crows in the area. Sometimes the crows are just being crows and I know to ignore them, but sometimes some sense tells me that specific crow wants your attention for something. If a crow comes and lands really close to my front porch and is screaming bloody murder, I know that crow wants attention. Is it an intelligent avian looking for attention because it needs help? I can go outside and ascertain that. Or is it a sign from the gods? I can ascertain that too. But in general, the more signs you are open to, the more you're going to get. For example, if the only way you would work with Odin is if you saw two ravens, they landed really close to you and they were like close enough that you could pet them and you could tell they were ravens, not crows or another bird, especially if they spoke of Norse. You're probably never going to get that sign. But if you're open to finding two ravens on a book or a Pinterest thing or hearing a song about ravens, or I make a video or someone else makes a video and ravens pop up, then you're going to be much more likely to get a sign. If you're more open to, for the old man, be open to, say, ravens, be open to wolves, be open to everything that you know from his lore, and be open to more pathways of getting it, you're more likely to, get a sign. And people that have been with the channel for a while know that if we have a really big fight, and I say, you know what, I think this is all nonsense. I don't even know if I believe in you. Why would the All Father One talk to me? Those are the days where when I go out, I'm not kidding you, everybody in this area seems to be wearing all their wolf regalia or all their raven regalia. It only happens on those days where we're having fights like that. If we're getting along good, I see nary a wolf. There's never a wolf shirt or wolf anything. But if we're having a fight or he's trying to get my attention, wolves fall out of the sky. And it's always a thing I notice. So, if I wasn't open to that, I would miss that. And so too, maybe you got a card in the mail and there's imagery on a card, like you're looking for confirmation from Loki, and maybe there's a fox on the card, or there's something on the stamp that reminds you of Loki. If you get a push to go back and look at something, for example, I got a card, and we're just using Odin because I've been working with Odin a lot lately, but you can apply this to Loki as well. To go back and look at a card that I got. I only got one sympathy card, but the one I got had ferns on the front, ferns there for Frigg, and a one-horse open sleigh with a horse with blinders on the stamp. So Odin and, Frigg. Can I prove that that's something that they had inspired someone to do? No, I can't, but it's very curious that they told me they were here to take care of me, and the one sympathy card I get has ferns on the front and has that particular stamp. So that's something I will be keeping. And, I got, And two, if I want to speak with Loki, if I'm open to everything, we have a Fox's Pizza Den around here. So if I see Fox's Pizza Den stuff somewhere, or a favorite song he likes comes on the radio, like if, you have a song that he likes and it comes on the radio, or you play the Pinterest game, we play the Pinterest game, and, go on Pinterest and look for specific pins. Make up your own. You don't have to use anything I use. Or whatever kind of forms of communication you're open to, like say YouTube or Pinterest or Tumblr or Twitter or something else. And, be more open. Maybe you don't have all that because you say, oh, that all works on algorithms. I don't believe on that. Fine. Use the radio, use the newspaper, use the circular. The gods will find ways to get to you. Not get to you, get a message to you. No, they're not sinister. They'll find a way to get a message to you. Like, I was making a video and this wind kicked up like crazy. Like, Odin was really excited because I was making the heathen thing video. And it knocked something over on my porch. I'm like, what the actual hell? And we had a debate about whether or not to put this sun statue sort of candle thing outside. And I said, ugh, I'm putting it back outside. And I put it back outside and I said, you're all okay with this, right? And he's like, yeah, sure, which I knew meant not at all. So just at the time I'm writing about he's a good god, this insane wind kicks up, it gets knocked over, and I bring it in. and it's just the perfect size, just the perfect thing to go up on a high shelf that I cleared, and Freyr was very happy to have something in. Or you could say, for Suno or something else, but they were very happy to have it back in. They wanted it back in the house, and damn if I didn't notice that in epic timing. That's one thing you'll notice. A sign will usually be good timing. Like you're thinking about something and something will come up. I was kind of annoying the hell out of the gods I sometimes run around doing this verbally. So I'm going around the house talking to myself, which is a great sign. And I was thinking, I wonder why Loki and Odin aren't saying, I wonder why Loki and Odin aren't saying anything. Finally, I come on YouTube and Tom Waits' video pops up. God is away. God is busy. Like, leave me the hell alone. Just stop asking me what I think. I don't know. Just make the damn video. Go away. And that was definitely a sign. That was definitely like, go the hell away. You're doing this too long. Just make the damn video and shut up. So, you can try their patience. But the more signs you're open to, the more you get. Maybe a fortune cookie. Maybe you do numerology. So you look at the clock, or you look at slips of paper you get, or you look at, like receipts for something, or you look at cars going by, whatever you like to do. Anything, you can make signs out of anything. You make signs out of anything. And the more signs you're open to, the more you can get. Now, you don't have to go William Shatner crazy and be huddling there looking for sign after sign after sign. No, of course not. You can usually go about your daily business and don't have to be in constant contact with the gods. You can, say, I have this decision to make, or you feel like you've gotten a communication or a sign and say, can you please confirm? And then, they're usually pretty good about confirming, but they'll do it in their own time. Now, one thing I noticed, like I said on Reddit, why Loki's been pushing me to make the video, if you're going to make a sign have to be something so impressive that it would take a hell of a lot for the gods to do, you're almost sure never going to get it. If I would tell the old man that the only way I would believe in him is if 2 literal wolves showed up on my front porch, that's never going to happen. There are no wolves in this state. They're all dead because people killed them all. So there's no way in hell 2 literal wolves are going to show up on my front porch. Unless there's this door-to-door pagan heathen revival community that sends out people like the Latter-day Saints used to do, or whatever the hell that was, and knocked on your door. Unless that happens, and they both happen to be named Wolf, I'm not going to get 2 literal wolves on my door. But knowing the smart ass the old man is, he will find people with the surname Wolf and have them knock on my door for some random thing. But it's still probably not going to happen. So, if that was the gold standard I made and I said it's sad or nothing, I would never serve the old man. If I said 2 ravens, again, there are no damn ravens in this state. If I'm willing to accept a crow being batshit crazy, then we're getting somewhere, though crows can also be a Loki thing. Same thing for Loki. If I say I must see a fox, and we have foxes in the state, dance a little cha-cha on my front porch when I open the door, that's never going to happen. If I if I randomly see a fox, I will think of you. Loki being Loki, I could see a fox in my yard. I could see Fox's Pizza stuff. I might hear a song about a fox. A fox thing might come in a circular in the mail, like a Fox's Pizza thing, or just a fox on a card or something. We got an Amazon book around Christmas that had a fox on the outside, so of course we kept that. And so, you have to be more open to get signs. It's not always going to be this dramatic stuff. It's like they told us in church, if you're waiting for Jesus to come down in a chariot with trumpets and angels, that's never going to happen. But if you're willing to hear that still small voice, or you're willing to pray and ask for a sign and accept whatever sign you get, it can be a song on the radio. It can be, a friend coming and calling you. It can be a card in the mail. It can be whatever. Then you're more likely to get signs and you're more likely to get benefit out of it. Will they constantly give us signs? No, you don't have to go crazy. But you'll generally get more than enough, especially if they want your attention and you haven't been paying attention to them. Believe me, they will find a way of getting your attention. And, again, I tell you guys, if I tell you stuff the gods have done, you're getting a compressed version of at least 24-hour period. Or, it's just me interpreting something as a sign. But I'm really open to whatever happens being a sign. Is every single thing that happens in my life a sign? Of course not. But I'm more than willing to be open to a lot of stuff being signs. And, if I'm right or if I'm wrong, as long as I'm not harming other people and insisting because I had that sign Therefore, you must do as I say. There's no harm to it. That's one thing. Don't take your signs and weaponize them. I think it's why some people don't like signs, because they take getting a sign from a god as some kind of blessing from the god, that they are now the god's personal mouthpiece. I am not. I can take the wind blowing through the chimes as a sign that Odin or Loki, because they're both associated with air, could be, around or thinking of me or whatever, especially if it's especially timely, but I can also take it as a sign of the wind exists. The wind is a thing that exists. So, you do have to learn to have discernment. But yes, the more signs you're open to, the more you get. You just have to be open to them. I use everything from Steam to, did anything in my library update, to does a game have certain animals in it, to Pinterest, to a song on the radio, to whatever. So, you guys can find your own things. It could be something from a book. You might want to start getting books and start asking for advice. And, it's kind of like bibliomancy. See, if you get anything. Results will vary. I do it with Pinterest. I do it with pendulums. I've done it with Ouija boards. I've done it with books, especially if it's a big important decision. Even if I think that I'm hearing, and again, we can't explain how we hear the gods. Are they just sending us energy and we're interpreting it into the words? That's one theory. Another theory is they are indeed speaking to us. It's just, you're hearing it in your inner ear. It's just a form of communication. Is it telepathic communication? Is it just a thought form reaching you? Some people that believe in animal communication believe, for example, animals don't have words, so they well, some animals don't have words, but they will communicate therefore in shapes or stuff like that, and they can report stuff back to you. So it's just different forms of communication. How it works, I can't tell you. I'm not a god. I can't tell you. Sure, the gods are, when I think we're having communication, the gods are literally here, right here, communicating with me. I feel they are, but they could be in Asgard somewhere, just projecting, an image of themselves, or projecting thoughts or whatever information they want me to get. It's really an exchange of information, whether you think you're hearing a verbal communication, or you're getting images, or you're just getting a sense, it's all the same thing. You can work towards that. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.